Hello, I'm Kelly Rush. Welcome to Chair Yoga. In this practice today, we'll be exploring movement to help bring mobility and stability to our joints, as well as some stretches and some breath work to help us feel calm and more centered inside. Let's go ahead and join each other in taking a comfortable seat. When you take a seat, go ahead and bring your feet slightly forward in front of your knees and rest your hands somewhere on your lap. And then just take a few moments to soften your gaze out in front of you. And take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. And feel for deepening your breath through along the practice. And as we explore movements together, if there's something that I'm offering to you that doesn't feel good inside of your body, explore what you can do. Let's start off with the hands. So go ahead and pick up your hands and start to swirl your fingers and your wrists. And as you're moving your hands, continue to deepen your breath. And then reach out in front of you. Have your fingers spreading apart, facing up, and really open them up. And you can kind of look at your hands to help with your focus. And then start to move the wrists here with some more of those circles. A little bit of a bend in the elbow so we're not locking out the elbow. And you may want to explore bringing your hands down a little bit lower or raising them up right in front of your shoulders. And then letting the hands come down. And let's shake out our hands. As you shake your hands, let your fingers and your wrists and the muscles start to kind of wibble wobble around. And then let them rest on your lap and give yourself another few moments and just feel inside. What is that sensation that you're experiencing right now? Taking your arms and then bringing them back up again at a comfortable reach, spreading your hands apart and nice and wide with your fingers. And then turn your fingers down, almost like you're creating this beak shape with your wrist and your fingers. And breathing in, lift your fingers, spread them wide. And then exhale, go ahead and bring your fingers down towards the floor. Do that a few more times. This can be really good if you feel a little arthritic in your hands. It also brings in a little bit of strength as we raise our arms and keep our arms up a little bit. One more time. And then shake out your hands again. This can help with circulation and just kind of loosening up those places that are tight. And then bringing your hands back on your lap and give yourself another moment just to explore what it is that you feel. And reach out through your arms again. This time your palms up and spread across your fingers. And let's go ahead and touch our shoulders, bringing our hands towards the top of our shoulders. And breathing in, extending. We're going to warm up our elbows here. And then exhale, bringing your hands back to your shoulders. Back and forth. And we can coordinate our breath with the movement. You can slow it down. Really paying attention to how this feels in your arms as we deepen our breaths. Deep breaths are known to really help our body and our mind to relax and help us to center and focus. One more time. And then bringing your arms back down. Let your arms just hang down beside your hips and then lift one shoulder up near your ear and bring it back down. And then raise the other shoulder up by your ear. And then relaxing it down. And let's continue just exploring how that feels in your shoulders, in your arm, maybe even feel this in your neck. We want to keep our head centered right over our spine. So try not to kind of drop forward at the chest. Keep your chest lifted as you raise one shoulder up at a time. One more time together. That's feeling good already. And then release. Taking your arms out in front of you again, just like we did at the start of this practice, spreading your fingers open wide, feeling that sensation, and then slowly start to open your arms. Give a little bit of a bend in your elbows. You can have your arms down lower or about the height of your shoulder. Feel for what is comfortable in your body. And we'll stay here for maybe 3 or 4 breaths and just notice how you're already building strength in your arms. And then moving your hands again, circling at the wrists, keeping your arms up at any time. If you want to lower your arms, you're welcome to do so. And then begin again by bringing your arms back up. And then bending into this cactus shape, bending at your elbows. Reach up as high as it's comfortable for you, like you're going to put something up on a shelf. And then exhale, bring your elbows back down. Breathing in, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower your arms. So coordinating this with the breath now, breathing in, reach up, and breathing out, bring them down. We want to stay real mindful of our posture too. So sit up tall, reaching up through the top of your head on a nice long spine here. And the next time we bring our elbows down, let's pause here and then go back to extending out through your arms and then touching your shoulders or bringing your hands close to your shoulders. Breathing in, opening it up, and exhale, touching the shoulders or the chest. Maybe 2 or 3 more times. And then lower the arms and let's shake it out again. Shake, shake, shake through the shoulders, all the way down to your fingers. Rest your hands on your lap and give yourself a couple of breaths to feel that. And let's do one more for our shoulders. Bringing your arms up. So your palms face each other, your elbows are at a comfortable height for you. So some of us may have them down lower and some of us may have it up at the height of your shoulders. And then open and close. Bringing your hands, your elbows, your forearms close together. They may not touch. So just kind of feel your range of movement here. Coordinating the breath with the movement. So when you inhale, open yourself up. And when you exhale, close your arms. Last time together, opening it up and closing. And then letting your arms come down. Some shoulder shrugs here. Breathe in, lift your shoulders straight up by your ears. Go back behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together and relax them down toward your hips. Bringing your shoulders up near your ears, go straight back and relax them down your upper back. Let's do that a few times. Really massaging out the muscles right in between your shoulder blades. You might even feel this around in your chest and your arms too. One more shoulder shrug together. And then resting your hands. What are you experiencing now? Keeping your gaze soft, just right out in front of you. And then let's start working our way down towards our hips and our legs with a little bit of cat-cow. So this is going to help open up our spine and bring some flexibility and stability to the spine. Taking your hands on your lap so your palms are down, slide your hands towards your hips and then lift your chest, lift your chin just a little bit. You don't want to drop your head back, but lift your chin just a little bit and then slide your hands towards the front of your knees and tuck your chin looking down. Breathe in, pull your hands close to your hips, open your chest. And exhale, slide your hands toward your knees and tuck the chin. And a few more times of our seated cat-cow. And then sitting up tall, give yourself a moment. What do you feel? And now let's start to build more attention and awareness down into our lower body. Taking and lifting one foot up and then bringing it down. And then lift your other foot up and then bring it down. You only have to lift your foot up just a little bit, lifting it up and then down and then up and down. Let's do that a couple more times. Lift as high as is comfortable for that raise in your hip. And one more time. And we'll give our feet some attention. Raise your heels up and then heels down. Try to lift your toes up and then lift your heels and then lift your toes and the ball of your foot. A few more times, just gently rocking over your feet. Noticing the sensations that you feel below your knees. And last time, raising it up and then lowering it down. And then lift up one foot, try to straighten the leg, and then bring the foot back down, and then lifting the other foot up, and then bringing it back down. Let's continue with this little bit of a foot kick play, almost like you're going to kick a soccer ball, but not with a lot of force. I'm just noticing how that feels. If anything that I'm guiding you through doesn't feel good in your body, just adjust. See if you can find where it does feel comfortable and good for you. Let's do that one more time. And we want to have our feet in front of our knees because when we do that, it just creates a little more stability for us in the chair. And after you've done both sides evenly, let's go ahead and open our knees and then close our knees. Just kind of feel how that movement starts to come up into our hips, the outside of our legs and the inside of our thighs, opening and closing a few times. And one more time. And widen out your feet just a little bit more, maybe wider than your chair, just slightly. Take your hands back on the chair and then let's bring our knees over, kind of a windshield wiper move here, going to the left and then going to the right. And we could do this slowly, or you could just kind of stay here for a few breaths and then go over to the other side and give it a few breaths, back and forth. It's helpful to sit on a chair that is doesn't have a lot of padding on it, so you're able to move a little more easily. And then once we've done both sides evenly again, feet come right out in front of the knees. Go ahead and rest your hands on your lap or on your thighs, and then bring one foot back up and then bring it back down. And then the other foot comes up and back down. So let's continue with this. And if you feel like when you're lifting your leg, that's a little too much for you, you're welcome to raise one heel up and then drop it down, and then raise the other heel up and drop it down. See if you can coordinate that with your breath. So when you're exhaling, lift, and when you're inhaling, bringing the foot down. One more time on each leg. And then let's take another few breaths, just witnessing, being aware Scanning around inside of you. How does that feel right now? Give it one more breath. We're going to get into a little bit of a flow now. Taking your hands, we're going to repeat some of these moves that we did a few moments ago. Taking your hands on the lap, pull your hands, slide them towards your hips. Breathe in, lift your chest for our seated cat-cow. And then exhale, hands towards the knees, round a little bit in the shoulders, tucking the chin. Breathing in, lift through the heart. And breathing out, round into the shoulders. One more time together. Sitting up tall and then bringing our arms up. Reach at a comfortable height in front or up above you. And then exhale, bringing your hands back down. So this is the arm flow movement. Breathing in, arms coming up. And breathing out, lowering the arms. We could stay here just with the upper body movement, or if you'd like to include lifting one leg up and then exhaling it down. So this really strengthens our center core. Breathing in, the other leg comes up and down. And continue on your own a few more times. The leg lift, you could do this with your heel on the floor too. You don't have to bring your leg up as high as your knee. Just kind of feel into your range of movement, coordinating some breath with the flow. Let's do that one more time on each side. And resting your hands down and take a few breaths, just noticing. And to finish up this practice, let's go ahead and pay attention to the neck. So nodding the chin down and then lifting the chin just a little bit. Do that a few times, like you're saying yes. One more time together. And then lifting the chin parallel to the floor, turn and look to the right. And then turn and look to the left. So move slowly. Just kind of track with your eyes as you're turning your head. So this one's best done slowly. And let's do that one more time, looking over each shoulder. And then bringing your head back to neutral. Rub your hands together, generate some heat between your palms. And when your hands feel vibrant and warm, let's go ahead and take that to the neck and just let that feeling of warmth penetrate the muscles in the shoulders and around the neck, helping them to relax. And our hands coming back down to the lap, around the thighs, and just notice how you're feeling. And our hands uniting at the heart or somewhere on your heart. And let's end our practice with gratitude. Take a few moments, just express thanks for the blessings that you have in your life. And I want to thank you for allowing me to serve you in this practice today. I hope that you feel really good inside. Blessings to you.